Hello, everybody, and welcome to Keeptappinx talks about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's the first audio format we've done in a while. We haven't done a podcast in a long time.
Minute.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
this
E3.
is
Since what?
Oh yeah,
E3?
E3.
Oh yeah, E3.
You'll get your pizzas eventually.
Yeah.
No, we
I
won't.
want my rewards. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a little over a year since the release of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yep,
Whoa.
since our 24-hour stream.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
our charity stream, which
Yep.
went very well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's time for us to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 once more
Yeah.
after the release of Remind, the one and only DLC Mega Package Bonanza released for the game.
The thing we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
You could argue this is a review.
Hate him. Took my bit. It takes everything
did.
from me.
I made it better though.
So, yeah. We had some feelings when we beat Kingdom Hearts 3 initially.
Some mixed feelings.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, mixed
Colby
feelings
and
among
David?
the three of us. Yeah. And it's safe to say it's a bit of a different game now
Yeah.
since it's released.
Yeah, a little
Nothing
bit.
too dry. We're not talking like No Man's Sky like level of change here.
Who?
But, you know, we've all replayed it since our charity.
Get it?
stream.
Yep.
Replayed it.
Oh boy, that's the theme.
Stop. That's to stop.
And now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the DLC first.
Uh-huh.
Just our thoughts about the DLC, going through. Basically, it's us going. Remember when
Yeah.
Mickey and Xehanort?
Are you saying there's spoilers?
There's a lot of spoilers for the DLC.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't-
This is a spoiler-filled review.
if you've already played it or you don't care about spoilers, keep listening.
Yeah.
If you don't want spoilers, might not want to.
Can we give our quick
Uh-huh.
recommendations to people who have not played it yet, like whether or not to get it?
The DLC or the game itself?
The DLC.
Okay.
Okay.
Like real quick, just brief.
Yeah. If you've played the game, absolutely get the DLC.
Okay, that's your definitive. Okay.
If you really like secret bosses, if you're into that, I'd say get it. If you're just into like the lore and you don't care about fighting super hard bosses, maybe wait till it's lower in
Absolutely.
price.
That's my exact same thought.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I'm Colby.
That's why I said, hey, Colby
Yep.
and David.
I'm David.
Yep.
And I'm Blake.
Yeah, great. So,
Who's
yeah,
who?
I 100% agree with Blake. I think if you're like a completionist like David and you like secret bosses and you're going to spend a lot of time fighting, get it like right now. But, yeah, if you're like Blake and I are just like,
I mean, like, I'm not saying I regret buying it at 30. I'm
Sure.
just saying maybe it's not worth 30.
yeah,
To me.
ahead of time if I knew, I would have waited. Anyway, but yeah, so that's our quick spoiler-free review.
You can shut the video off now.
Yeah, you're done. But let's go right into it. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. It's a DLC. So, I mean, what do you guys think?
I'm going to ask you both a question.
Oh, okay.
Did
here
you
we go.
guys enjoy playing through the Keyblade Graveyard? If not, sorry.
It's not a question.
I didn't like playing through it again in the DLC.
Oh,
I liked it the first time in the original game.
As someone who binge played this game
Yeah.
to get through, because when we played it on David's PlayStation,
Yep.
his PS4 Pro, and so I had no save data from a charity stream. So I was like, man, I have to do this all over. I have to play the whole game over again because you cannot access Remind unless you've beaten the main game.
Yep.
So my roommate Katie and I, we just like tag teamed the game and went through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it took 23 hours, just like the same amount of time as when we did our stream.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a fan of beating the game, then immediately going to the DLC and replaying
The end
a
of the game.
portion of
Replaying?
that game.
Yeah. That was pretty lame.
I
pretty
mean,
lame.
like,
You can put that away now. You keep hitting this stuff.
Whatever. I guess.
put away your giant stick. Yeah, man, I can see, like, definitely, like, if you just played Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yeah.
like, in the last, like, day or two, and then you just started
So the worst
the
part,
DLC.
the worst part was they would sometimes add something a little different,
That was
like
the
a
worst
little
part.
cut. So I'm like,
Yep.
I can't skip the cutscenes.
Yeah.
I did skip one because I just knew. So if I
Yeah.
missed something, boo-hoo.
Oops.
But like, oh man, what a horrible.
Like 75% of the cutscenes were the same at the end, and then some of them were
Like,
different.
I was just, like, waiting for, like, a slight divulgence, and then, like, you'd hear, like, like Dream Sora overtalk like in this, like a certain part. I'm
He was
like,
doing
that's
commentary.
different.
Yeah.
He was just doing a let's play of his life. That's all he was doing. It was Sora doing a let's play of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Awful. But then you have a crappy boss fight with Terranort.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
right.
and then it gets good.
Yeah, and then it gets really good after that.
Yeah,
I wish all
after
games
you're
like
past
that.
like the graveyard.
So
Yeah.
in
It's
this
like, yeah,
in
woo!
this 3.5 hour, 4 hour DLC, the first hour is garbage.
Yeah.
But you get to play as different characters, which is cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. So the biggest first appeal that you go in is, all right, you have to play as these new characters now for these boss fights that you've done before, but whatever.
Mhm.
You have to play as what? Riku,
Wow.
Aqua.
Aqua, and
Wow.
Roxas.
Yeah.
So
we
you
can
get to
all
play as Roxas.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. So the only new character is Roxas.
Yeah.
Well, for now.
I was really hoping for new Riku and Aqua stuff.
Yeah.
All they did is because you have to play as them in the game to begin with.
Uh-huh.
In Kingdom Hearts 3, the base game, briefly, and there's no change, especially with the Riku one. I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
in
Dark
that.
Firaga, and then you win.
Which is the most OP
Yeah.
ability ever.
I feel like I know exactly why they did this, and the only reason I know is because I had to play through this DLC 3 times.
3 times?
Yep.
For what?
Because when I first played it, I didn't own it. I logged onto your account,
Yeah.
Colby,
okay.
and played your save file.
Yeah.
And you were lower level. So
Yeah.
during those fights, I used the alternate characters because they were better. But when I played through it, I was level 99 Sora, so I played as Sora instead of them, and it was better. So I feel like it's like for people who use a save file that's like not super high leveled, or like it's just like an easier mode.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could just power through as Sora, but then like, why did you spend $30 on this?
Yeah.
You know.
I should know. I was level 41 when I started the DLC,
Mhm.
so like it wasn't like hard, but like,
Yeah. To be fair, I played on
wasn't
normal
easy either.
because we wanted to power
Yeah.
through the game, and
Also, I got this DLC for free, and I don't know if I should say how because I don't want Sony to sue me.
Gulp. That was off air.
don't worry, I have lawyers. Anyway, but what were we just saying? Yeah, so the new characters. So all right, Riku, kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Really wish we could have did like some cool. Like we didn't even get a move with Sora. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no.
I don't think
I'm
there was.
pretty sure we didn't get a move with Sora, even though.
Nope.
You get a move with him at another point in the game where you bro sword like around.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
whatever.
remember.
Is that when like the Keyblades touch, or is that later?
Yeah,
Is that later
sure.
in the game?
No, that's it. They're like in the realm of darkness, I think. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't
Anyway,
remember.
Fact
but you
check
don't get to
that.
do that. Weird. And then you get to play as Aqua, which is like you
Fine.
love Aqua, but the only new
Remember
thing
in
you
the
get
main
is the
game when like she was like, "I'll defeat you, Vanitas," and then she gets whomped.
Yeah.
so. All right, I have stuff to say about that later.
The cool move with Aqua and
Ventus.
Ventus was cool.
That was sick.
Yeah.
A team move.
It was cool the first 2 times.
Yeah. I think I used it once before the guy died. But
It was a really sick move. I wanted more stuff like that. And then that's fine. But then you get to play as Roxas, and it's like baby mode.
Yeah, dude,
yeah.
he's so OP.
yeah.
You're like all the way on the other side of the map, and you like tap X, and he's like just teleports and kills everything.
Yep.
Like he's insane. And then you get the weird. What did you guys think of their team move? Axel, Xion, and Roxas's like team move.
It was kind of weird.
It was kind of lazy.
Trying
Yeah.
to remember it.
Yeah, so literally, like, the guy stands still, or whoever you're doing it to, it's
Yeah.
Zyax or something, and then Roxas and Xion, like, attack, like, yeah, and then, like, Axel's like,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and
from a
that's it.
and then it
distance,
ends.
It's kind of lame.
It sucks because we did Aqua first and then that one, I think,
Yeah.
if you could choose. And it was really cool seeing the Ventus one because it's like very cinematic.
Yeah.
He's skateboarding on his freaking,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
was like,
on the
"Ooh,
magic.
slow-mo."
Yeah, it's sick.
SSX.
And then that one's like, yeah. I was like, ooh. But
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
wasn't the best. It wasn't
despite
the
the
best.
criticisms, like I really did enjoy being able to choose
Yeah.
the characters there, and to play as them again is always nice. It's just like a fresh take on that.
Skipping ahead a tiny bit, how'd you feel about playing as Kyrie?
Oh man, yeah. So like Yeah, I loved it.
Did you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's like super OP.
She
Yeah, she's cool.
wrecks.
Yeah.
She has
She's-
like the Noctis move where she just teleports.
Yeah.
which is really sick. Also, their limit, whatever, their triangle move
That was really
is
The
cool.
wings?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
And
the
then-
feathers, and then it shows a different scene from
Yeah.
like the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
It's
of
like,
them together.
PS2.
Yeah. When I the first time I did it, I saw like the scene of like the pendant.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, it was so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait more towards the end.
Yeah.
When we talk more about Kingdom Hearts 3, because like I have a lot to say, or I have something to say about like the Sora Kairi thing. But anyway. Yeah, so yeah, you have to play as that all the new characters, blah blah, you go on. Then you fight the fucking trio again. Trio de Danger. You know, the freaking Ansem, Xehanort,
Oh, Young
Xemnas.
Xemnas.
Young Xehanort and Xemnas.
Yep.
Don't know why we fought them again, because there's nothing different.
Yeah.
Also, you don't
Yeah.
get to play as Mickey in the fight against Marluxia.
Yeah,
scene.
that was lame.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So why was it even there?
I don't know.
Well, I think they held off on Mickey for the,
Sure.
so you can be like, so the user, us, would be like, why aren't we playing as Mickey?
Sure.
You could play him in Kingdom Hearts 2, well, not Kingdom Hearts 3.
I know.
And then the big reveal, and then it's like
Yeah.
lit.
So anyway, you fight Xehanort, blah blah blah, and then they're like, "I'm gonna go into Kingdom Hearts," and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "What the fuck do we do?"
Yeah.
And the armors come out, and they're like,
I think
Still
we,
awesome
I think we
design.
should mention,
"Yeah,
so
please
why,
fill in
why,
everyone."
Why are we doing the graveyard again?
Who cares?
Well, Kyrie's dead, and then
Yeah.
Chirithy is like,
Yeah.
you have to go back in time a second time.
No, he was like, no, you can't, because you'll die if you do it. And Sora's like, I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid of death.
And then he does it anyway.
Well, that's lit. And then like, if you've seen the SpongeBob episode where he goes in like people's dreams,
Yep.
and he's like a little
Exactly
bubble.
what this
that's
is.
that's
Yeah.
He
Dude,
like
so-
briefly goes into other people's hearts.
Yeah, and there's some like cool stuff that happens when he as a result as he's skipping through people's hearts, and like when he goes to Aqua and he's just like, fuck, this
Yeah.
girl is sad and hurting, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's true, she has been in hell for 10 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yep.
that was cool. And then he goes to Ventus's heart,
Yeah.
and darkness
Yeah,
says
yeah.
like, nah, don't touch this kid, he's pure.
Yeah.
And so if you play the mobile game, you know what that means.
And then he sees Naminé in there somewhere.
Yeah, that was somewhere else.
I thought
That
it
was
was
in the
there.
land of. No, you're right. I don't.
It was in someone's heart.
Yeah.
She got like.
I'm here, guys.
That was like
Yeah.
a. Remember the plot hole of how she came back?
Yeah.
This is how it happened. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Very like a minute. Like, hey, how are you? Good. You should go here later. Okay. Took care of that hole,
Yep.
and then like walks away.
It does fill in some of like the blanks. Very few of them. Of like why there's so many replicas and like
Yep.
that
Yeah.
like most of the true organization are replicas.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
this interesting cutscene where like the organization's talking.
Yeah.
And it's I liked it, but there are some problems where like they all show up and they're just like, we need another one. No, I have another one, but
Yeah.
what about that one? Oh, but that one's taken care of.
Yeah.
It's just this weird back and forth of like nobody was on the same page on the villain side, and then
Yeah.
like they were like, but aha, I have this, and everyone's like,
It
why
was-
didn't you just say that before?
It was
dude?
legit just trying to explain to the audience this is how things are
It's so-
happening.
it's so
Yeah,
true.
It's
It's
very
such
exposition.
Yeah.
it's damage control, like
Uh-huh.
absolutely.
Yep.
But
I guess I'm glad they did it because it
Sure.
try to explain it, I guess. But
it's better than just not doing it.
Yeah.
And don't
Um,
forget, Luxord is like, hey,
Yeah.
Zigbar, why are we trying to go
the
after this
That
box?
was the very first scene.
I liked that
And
scene.
he's like,
I actually liked that scene.
because. And Luxord's like, I'm on to you. And Zigbar's like, what are you going to do about it? And Luxord was like, nothing.
Yeah.
And then he walked
Yeah,
away.
great
Yeah.
scene. Why didn't Luxord like push it?
I know. And
He was
what,
just like, I know you're onto something, but I'm not gonna like press it.
can I just ask?
Yeah.
The trump card.
What is it? What is it?
I was expecting them to explain it like in the DLC because they like, look, you watch the cutscene again of him giving it to Sora,
Yep.
and does nothing.
It's so frustrating.
It's in the same realm of what's in the box.
Yeah.
We'll find out in a decade.
Yep.
So
We'll find out in the new mobile
Maybe
game.
we'll find. Yeah, in
Maybe.
Xehanort Darkness Mobile Code XC
the return.
Yep.
key. So anyway, yeah.
So you have to beat the final boss again with Kairi.
There's so much that happens that we're saying out of like
I know.
complete order.
Okay, wait, all right,
but anyway,
all right. So
You play the end of the game again.
No, you do the trio fight with young Xehanort and
Yeah,
stuff.
you fight that.
beat him,
Yep.
and then Sora's like, nothing's different. Everything, Kyrie's still dead. She got sliced and diced.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, I get it. And he turned into a bubble and he went into he went there before the rest of the squad went.
Yeah.
And you could actually play
the
level.
Dude, that was one of my most exciting moments. It's like we walked in there and I was like, a new zone? I get to explore it? I was like, let's go!
Did you have to fight the armor again? I distinctly remember having to fight the armor again.
The armor?
Like the 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
After you explore this place, then
that's right.
original timeline Sora comes through and you have to fight
and
him.
then you go into his part, which doesn't make any sense.
So bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's so bad. And you fight Xehanort again up until like the final.
Apparently, there's like a way you can like cheese the 13 dudes and like beat them in like 10 seconds.
I beat him in 3 seconds.
Oh wow, there you go. That's it. I mean, they do have my favorite Kingdom Hearts move, or like any like JRPG move, where like the sky turns into an alchemy circle.
I've only seen that once.
Oh, it's so cool. It
In
is
our
one of
stream.
the coolest things I've ever seen. Like, ever. But yeah. Anyway. So you retread, but going through Scala is really
You have to piece together Kyrie's heart.
Yeah,
and do all these things.
I just like want to see this place like populated.
Me
I want to
too.
see what this
it was
place
pretty
was
like desolate.
Yeah.
Which
The
I
typical
get
Kingdom
it,
Hearts
but
fashion.
like,
well, to me it seems like it's a dead world, and that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know why is it dead.
Yeah,
there were puzzles.
Yeah.
And there was one puzzle that was like, "This is Daybreak Town."
Yep.
Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Play them all.
I was like, "Ooh,
yeah.
lore."
Anyway, you go through that and you get the pieces of Kyrie's heart, and then you rescue her and fight a different Xehanort. It's not the Xehanort.
Oh yeah, Xehanort like shows up like while you're body snatching folks.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're too late." And I was like, "Are you the Xehanort
He's like,
we're
"I was
after, or are
frozen."
you like a different Xehanort?"
Yeah.
But either way, we're gonna defeat you.
We've defeated Leonard Nimoy, the second guy.
Yep.
And now Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, we've defeated all the voice actors. Yeah, that's why they're dead.
Maybe
Yeah.
Sora got him.
So did you like Christopher Lloyd's take?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
That was fine. Nothing special, but
It
was
just sounded
very
like Christopher Lloyd.
Exactly. It was. I was
He wasn't
immediately
doing,
like,
like, a voice.
"Is that Christopher
Yeah.
Lloyd? Dude,
Yeah.
That's really weird."
Yep.
But anyway, that's not the super interesting stuff to me. The super interesting stuff was outside of
Yes.
where they fought, or where the whole gang gets together and they're like, we gotta stop the spreading of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I don't remember.
We see what they're doing
Yeah.
during the fight.
All
which
the
is
armor
cool.
dudes come out,
Yeah.
and the whole gang has to fight them off.
And it's like
pretty
probably
sweet.
the most hype moment of the DLC is when you play as everyone.
Yeah, everyone's like back to back to back to back.
They're
in a
like,
circle.
"Square up, boys!"
Yeah.
They're all,
Riku and Terra are like buds now.
Yeah.
They're like high
Yes.
five. That was the best.
I think that's the touch swords thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dude, it was all fan service.
Yeah.
And like,
Yep.
cool.
And
Yeah.
like
I'm down.
Ven and like Roxas were next to each other, and it was weird.
Yeah,
no one's like, "Hey,
and
remember?"
Ven was like, "What is your name, Roxas? You're pretty good," or
Yeah.
whatever.
Remember in
It
the
was pretty
base
nice.
game? I even think they did it here when like they walk beside one another, and Ven just kind of looks at Roxas and then just like,
Like what
"Dude,
the fuck?
your twin is literally right there. You're
Yeah.
gonna say something?"
I think Axel says something to one of the characters he doesn't know too. Like I like the interactions between people they don't know. It's like, wait, who are you again?
Yeah,
Like,
it's really cool.
Yeah, it's like a really simple part of the game and pretty like.
Yeah, you just like
You know.
mash X and then like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like
But,
put
like,
a shield up.
But
and
like
stuff.
that's what Kingdom Hearts has always been,
Yeah.
and that's
That's true,
totally
yeah.
fine. It's about like the spectacle
Yeah.
and what they
Yeah.
can do with that, and this
Like-
has that in spades.
Like I was screaming during this. I was
Yeah.
like,
It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, it was really hype. Yeah, just hearing everybody like talk to each other and work together.
that's
and
all we
stuff.
want. Some banter.
I get to
Yeah.
see my girl Shion,
Yeah.
like do stuff. Like I
You got
love
to play
that.
as everyone except Mickey.
Yeah,
yeah.
because Mickey has something else he needs to do.
Mm.
So everybody gets like scattered across the freaking universe.
They go into keyholes.
Oh yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a million keyhole portals that open up, and everyone flies into different ones.
Yeah, and so Mickey gets his ass kicked for a second, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And
then
he's
you
like,
see his like health thing appear.
"Yeah,
And you're
and
like,
he
let's
has, like,
go.
1 health,"
Yeah.
and then all the darknesses are like, "Let's kill the mouse," and like there's a giant
house of
keyhole
mouse.
behind him, and Mickey's like, "I gotta get to him! I
Yeah.
gotta save everyone!" And so you do this like walk to the like this painful walk
It's like
to the keyhole.
wounded Ichigo walk.
Yeah.
And like while the darknesses are trying to like kill you, but Mickey ain't having it.
Yeah.
And he's like shooting them away and hitting them away and stuff, and it's pretty hype. And then they go Dragon Ball Z, where the Mickey's like fuck it, and he's gonna like kill them all. And then he does the father-son Kamehameha with Sora
Ghost Sora. Yeah, it's
with
legit
Ghost
just
Sora.
Father-son Kamehameha.
and defeats them. And it's pretty hype, and it shows that corporate power rules over the darkness.
Yep.
And then he frees everyone. No, he
you
saves
play
everybody.
like connect the dots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dumb minigame, man.
Yeah, it was
I'm
weird.
not feeling that one.
Yeah.
That was like, well, this killed the buzz.
Kind of went on a little too long. I was
Yeah.
like, where's
Dude,
all the?
it went on too long, and I didn't know how I beat it. Because you just connect them,
Yeah.
and then like you get about like 60% of the way, and then it's like, we'll finish it for you.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
wait, what? So, but you end up doing that, and then that's when you play as Kyrie, and you fight Xehanort.
Yep.
And that's a hype fight. Kyrie's awesome. I think that's it, right?
And then after that, is that when you like get all the bonus fights?
That's when you get limit cut. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So
Yeah.
that's like that's the Remind DLC, and it's like the story stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sora's dead.
Yeah.
Yep,
So you go through this really sweet, amazing scene where it plays the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 again, like the epilogue
Yeah.
of everybody
It's
hanging
slightly
out.
different,
But
though.
yeah, the
Everyone-
camera will like move up, and you'll see like Sora and Kyrie are like on these dates the whole time.
that was awesome. I liked that.
Katie was like sobbing. That's what she was. And I was like, hold it together, boy. Hold it together.
Could be strong.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, and then Sora's dead.
Yeah. Then it plays the real ending, and he's still gone.
Yeah,
Like, oh.
which I was like, I was like, just give him it, give him the good ending. But and then it's like you unlocked limit cut.
And they do a time skip. It's like 1 year
Yes.
later or something.
Can I just tell you guys?
Yeah.
Can you before you say it? Can you
Yeah.
give me a tissue?
Sure.
See, all the Sora Kyrie shipping is getting to us.
The limit cut
Uh-huh.
is when this really got good for me. This is when
I
I
figured.
really started enjoying this DLC. Did you guys play through Limit Cut or the episode after?
No.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I was level 41.
Yes.
And then when I beat the DLC, I was level 44, I think, or 43. And there was no point. I tried one fight.
Yeah.
I got hit
Me too.
3 times, and I died. And I was like, I'm going to look up the ending.
All right.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
All right.
Larcene laughed at me, and I felt bad.
So when you start up Limit Cut, it shows Riku and the Final Fantasy boys
Yeah.
in Merlin's house, which was awesome.
That's all you get of Radiant Guardian.
Yeah.
Did not confirm. Does Squall have a different voice actor?
I don't know.
You said it sounded different.
It sounded different to me.
It
I'm gonna
did.
look it up while you guys talk.
Yeah. But and then Riku goes on Sid's computer, and there's like a simulation of Sora fighting all the organization people again, and they're all just secret bosses. Let me tell you.
How is it? I've seen like a lot of the fights, and they're really like pretty.
So I played through this. Like I said, I played through the DLC 3 times. The first time I played through it, I played on Kobe's account, and he was like level 40 something. And I beat the DLC, got to this part, and I was like, I can't do this. So I found a way to get my save file where I was level 99. Played through the DLC again to get to the limit cut on my save file. Tried the fight again and got whomped level
Really?
99 on Proud Mode.
With like the ultimate weapon?
I did not have the ultimate weapon.
Alright.
So I went back on my save file, got the ultimate weapon, played through the DLC again with the ultimate weapon. So then I started these fights again with it. They were still really hard, but I ended up doing them. Some of them took longer than others, like Card Boy. What the hell's his name? Luxor. I hate that fight. I hate that fight because there's no skill. It's just like, yeah, it's like I'm gonna rig these games and hopefully you get lucky. And it's like I hate it. Some of the other fights it took me a while, but when one of the last ones you unlock is Shion, and that theme. That remastered theme, it's so good. Like, I played through that fight so many times just to hear the music. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Now, here's a question for you, David.
Yeah.
Did you have either the Oathkeeper or Oblivion?
All I used was Ultima. I had both of those.
Oh wow!
Oh, really?
All I used was Ultima.
It's the same guy.
Wow.
Really?
Man, you should get a.
I mean, it's been a
cough drop
good
or
minute.
something.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, it's been like 12 years or something.
Yeah, he's a grown ass
Finally,
man
I can
now.
have more work.
Yeah, he's like, hey guys, it's me, Leon.
So the requirements for the Oathkeeper and the Oblivion make me sad.
Oh yeah.
So Oathkeeper, you need to get all the lucky emblems,
Yep.
which is whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Oblivion, you have to
Yep.
beat it on critical.
Yep.
Yeah.
So technically, in order to have both of them on your DLC, you have to beat it on critical.
Yes.
There's not like you get it in one file and then you have it universally.
Yep.
Rough.
Yep.
And I don't know. I think that's stupid.
I didn't do the DLC on critical, but the ultimate weapon's more than enough. Every fight in the DLC up until these secret bosses, I killed in less than a minute. It was just like with the ultimate weapon level 99, you hit them once.
Yeah,
health bar.
you could
It's
tell because they built these new fights like from the ground up.
Yeah.
Like new AI, knew everything about them.
And they were meant to be level 99. Like
Yeah.
you need to be maxed out to fight these
It
guys.
was definitely like a criticism of this game's too easy, and they're just like, fuck you, all
Yeah.
right, too easy. Let's throw this at you.
These fights were hard,
Yeah.
very hard.
So you fight the data fights, and then you unlock
Yep.
another.
Dylan,
Yeah.
Sprouse.
So the last two data fights you unlock are Xion and Xehanort.
Yeah.
And then you beat them, and that's when you unlock the newest episode. Well, you get like out of the computer, and Riku's like, "Oh, we still can't find Sora," and it's like, "I don't know where he is." and then you unlock the newest,
Just like that.
Yeah, and then you unlock the newest episode, which is Sora in like the Skyland place.
Yeah.
that, like,
Tokyo?
in heaven, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And then he meets Yuzora up there.
Mm.
And they have some weird dialogue back and forth. Where Yozora's like, "You can't be Sora," and Sora's like, "You can't be Yozora." And they're like, "I've heard of you."
Who
but-
are you?
Yeah, who are you really?
I was told to save Sora.
Yeah.
You can't be him.
And Zora's like, "I need to save you, so I'll kill you." And then he fights you.
That's so JRPG.
Yeah.
It's so anime.
And then the heaven turns into a skyscraper in IRL Tokyo. And then they
Looks
fight.
beautiful.
It does. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does look very good.
And this fight
Mm-hmm.
is the hardest fight I've ever done in any game ever.
Damn.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Harder than any Dark Souls fight, harder than any fight I've ever done. It's like,
Have you beat it yet?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
I beat it eventually after I think actually 5 or 6 hours of trying. But because you just go in and he just stomps you, and you're like, "Oh, okay," and then you get a cutscene for losing, and then you go back in, and it gives you the actual opportunity to beat him, and he has one ability where he steals all of your abilities.
Wow.
Yeah.
He takes your weapon. You can't
What?
fly. You
What?
can't use magic.
What?
And then
What do you do?
And then he's just like shoots you and you die. So I didn't know what to do in this fight. I lost over and over and over and over for like an hour. So I looked up a guide on how to beat him, and the video guide was half an hour long, and it gives you like a Guitar Hero type thing with different colored icons saying like green means dodge,
Wow.
red means block, green means attack opportunity, and it shows all of his like 10 or 12 combos and the timing for each thing you need to
What
do.
the
And I
hell?
was like, what?
Well, there's your problem. You didn't play with the Guitar Hero control.
yeah, it was nuts. So I had to sit there and let him use a combo on me to time everything and be like, all right, next time, that's how I know how to do that combo. And then let him do another combo. I was like, all right, that's how I do that one. And I said to do that for hours, and I finally beat him. And when you beat him, the ending cutscene is one word different than the one where you lose.
Well, you don't like turn into an icicle.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of Sora turning into an icicle, Zora's like, I guess it's not my time. And then he dissolves or whatever. And then the ending cutscene's the same, except the guy in the front seat's like, Commander. That's it. That's the only difference. That's it.
Let's talk about
I hate it.
that ending cutscene.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about the faded ending cutscene where Nomura is just pulling the most meta commentary, whatever, out of his ass right now.
Listen, Square Enix is gonna regret the day they kicked him off versus 13
Yeah.
in Final
Absolutely.
Fantasy 15 because
I mean-
he's gonna make this game
Yeah.
whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, so if people don't know, the cutscene essentially, so if you lose, Sora gets turned into a crystal, and then this happens. If you win, yeah, Yozora's
Yozora
like,
dissolves
it's
and-
not my time, whatever.
Yeah.
And then this happens, where it goes into Yozora waking up from like a little nap in a car,
Backseat of a car.
backseat of a car, driving, and then looking out of the window, and then he says the beginning lines of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
Yeah. If you win,
Yeah, if
he's in the backseat of the car, except the guy driving, you see the back of the guy's driving head, and he's like, Commander? And then he
it's,
wakes up.
You know, the same voice actor as Luke Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has blonde hair and stuff.
Yeah. Except in
but people who would who are familiar with the Final Fantasy franchise would realize that this is almost frame for frame.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remake of the Kingdom Hearts Versus 13 trailer in like 20
Final Fantasy.
If you've never seen the Final Fantasy 13 Versus trailer, which you might not have, go watch it and then go watch the ending cutscene to the Remind DLC.
Yeah,
and it's 1 for 1.
And for people, again, people who don't know, Versus 13 was what 15. Final Fantasy 15 eventually became
when they took Nomura off the project.
Yeah, so. Yeah, definitely Nomura is feeling a little salty
of
being taken off that project.
Yeah, he wants his game to be real. And let me just say, I'm super down for Sora going into other Square games instead of going to Disney Worlds. I like that
The
idea.
weird thing about that is, like, they can't pull that off. Because if you're thinking in the same formula of Kingdom Hearts, it's easy to go through an hour and a half, 90-minute Disney movie and
That's
then
true.
like sum up that quick plot. How the hell are you going to sum up Final Fantasy 12?
Yeah, you're
like,
not.
Or 10 or something.
You're not.
In that. Yeah, it's just... Unless you go to these worlds after. But then there's something really confusing where you go to Final Fantasy X world and you're like, hey, Tidus, why aren't you on Destiny Island?
Yeah.
I hate that place.
Which I think what they're going to do is they're going to turn Final Fantasy 13 Versus into its own game.
Yeah.
That's not 13 Versus. And then Sora's going to be in that. That new
Weird.
game.
Do you think he'd be a side character and
I don't
Yozora is
know.
like the main character?
So, Yozora says something about, like, that's not the real version of him. Like, so people think
It's,
it's Noctis. And everything's going to connect.
Maybe.
I don't think so. I think because like when you see
He looks like Noctis.
when they boot
Yeah.
up like that the secret boss fight with Yozora, whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like data is being loaded.
Yeah.
And it makes like Shibuya. So it's obviously and like Kingdom Hearts, whether it be through the main franchise or the phone game, the mobile game, data is such a big part of how like the world works.
Plus, before the Yozora fight, Yozora even says this isn't the real world.
Yeah,
So he knows it's not real, and he wakes up from the dream, and it's like obviously that wasn't real.
there's like it's just, we don't know. There's
Yeah.
just not. There's no
Shrug.
info.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Yeah. And it's weird because Yozora was like, I've heard of you, Sora, but you can't be real. It's like, oh, does he know him from Kingdom Hearts? Like that was my first thought. Because it was like 13 Verses in the original trailer, it's like, this is a game based on the real world.
But wait.
shit.
Wait. If that's the case,
Yeah.
then in Yozora's world, Disney is like a thing. Like our
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I bought this game because Mickey Mouse is in it.
Yeah.
Which I'm not down.
Just like how in Kingdom Hearts, Yozora was a game.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's something weird about Mickey Mouse plushes being around
Yeah,
in this
I know.
game I'm gonna play. Like,
this is too meta.
it's too weird, man. So okay, quick overall thoughts on the DLC.
I had fun with it.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was worth $30.
Yeah,
But I had fun with it. It took up a lot of my time.
Mm.
I liked it. Yeah.
like
I thought it was cool. We didn't find out what's in the box. We have to wait another 3 decades, whatever.
yeah.
There wasn't enough like more lore. There was like a little bit added of the
Sure.
the overall lore. I wanted
Yeah.
there to be more,
Yeah.
but you always want more.
Yeah, well, for $30, I expected
Yeah.
more for lore.
Especially with
I mean, that's
like
half
how
the
many
game.
loose ends there are at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like I was hoping like
Mhm.
they would explain a little bit more.
Yes.
And there really wasn't. Like there was this whole thing with like young Xehanort before he was like Norded.
Yeah,
he was
when
talking
he
to
wasn't.
Master of Masters.
Yeah, he like isn't really evil yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked
Yeah.
that scene.
And that's when he's like, my name is
Meh.
blank.
Yeah.
You know.
And not just, but the word.
Exactly. That's what I thought
Yeah.
of the stupid postcards.
Yeah.
And is it worth 30? I don't know, but I'd recommend it. I liked
It depends what you want. Out of
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
you said, feel like boss.
I
fights
wanted
and
those
stuff.
hard fights.
Yeah, this game or this DLC raised it answered questions I didn't give a fuck about,
Yeah.
and then gave me more questions.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like Kingdom Hearts.
it's so true.
Yep.
I enjoyed it though. I
When
had
do you
fun.
think the next Kingdom Hearts game, besides this mobile game coming out, is going to release?
They said it was like they're already working on it. So granted, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's tough to say, especially because like no more like
PS5.
what
Yeah,
does
yeah.
like Final Fantasy VII remake and like How is Nomura splitting up his time? I want to know.
Well, 7 Remakes almost done.
Maybe he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, but there's still 2 more parts we have of that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this
And
is only Midgar.
And that's going to make so much money. They're not going to let him work on anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
That's
overall,
why the B team worked on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
so I think overall we can say Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind was a positive experience. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked away being like, okay, cool.
I enjoyed it better than most of the base game of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, let's go now into
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts 3, a year later, complete package now. We've replayed it since.
Mhm.
Yeah, like our thoughts about Kingdom Hearts 3. Was it worth the wait?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like what we got?
Yeah.
What
DLC
is-
included or just base game?
Everything. Yeah,
Okay.
DLC included. Like, is this the direction we were fine with Kingdom Hearts going?
Mhm.
You know, yes, Blake. Yes,
So it was never gonna live up to the hype. Nothing ever does.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Unless it does. But
Yeah,
I
you're right.
liked it. I enjoyed it. The charity stream was fun. And then when I replayed it because I didn't see the ending
Yeah,
because I went to school.
Mhm.
what a bum.
I know. Class wasn't even important.
Yeah,
But you know, it made me like look for now. I'm like looking forward to like what's next.
mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed it. I liked it. But I know you guys feel differently, slightly.
Slightly.
Sure.
I really, the day it came out and the excitement that came with it
Mhm.
and the stream that we did was all amazing.
Oh yeah,
that was-
yeah,
it was
I would
great.
not trade that experience for anything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
The game was at times disappointing.
Mhm.
I think they did some things really well. Like,
Mhm.
I liked some of the worlds a lot. Some of the worlds I really didn't like.
Mhm.
But I feel like that's going to happen with these types of games with any Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the pacing, but I like the gameplay
Yes.
for the most part.
Yes. Yes.
You know, it did Kingdom Hearts just
The Kingdom Hearts way.
yeah, exactly.
Can we like stop doing Disney with Kingdom Hearts?
See, that's why I'm excited about Sora being in a different thing, like 13 verses.
It worked before.
Uh-huh.
I think it worked really well before
Yeah,
for a myriad of different reasons.
yeah.
Now it's gotten to a point you can't anymore.
Mhm.
If Frozen has taught us anything,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
it's that Disney it is going to be so protective of their properties now that Nomura can't do anything.
Yeah, there's no wiggle room.
Can
Yeah.
I compare Kingdom Hearts 3 to another game where I had the exact same feelings?
Uh-huh.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
boy.
Exactly. There were two games that communities were very hyped for,
Uh-huh.
and Disney strangleholded both of them with their
Yeah.
copyrights. And
Listen,
it's like,
you don't want Magneto. He's
Yes,
just
I
a
do.
function.
Yeah. Who likes X-Men? Who?
but I had the same exact feeling. Like when I played through Frozen in Kingdom Hearts 3 and we just had to listen to the songs and Sora didn't even interact with the characters.
Yeah.
It was the same feeling as them not letting the X-Men into Marvel vs. Capcom anymore.
Replaying this game taught me that
Replaying.
the Pixar world's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Toy Story, wow, what a really cool setting.
Yep.
And the Monsters Inc.
Yep.
I'm so glad we got to like see more of these characters do like to talk to each other, and like
Yeah.
the world is great. Big Hero 6 is not Pixar, is it? That was a
Oh.
weird world anyway.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a-
that was a strange one.
That's
But-
not, no, that's
But
not Pixar.
still, honestly though, that world kind of still falls in line where that world was like, hey, this is like a weird pseudo sequel, like kind of because you fight the Baymax from the movie,
Yeah.
you know, all that.
And they even said it was canon.
yeah,
Like, stuff.
but
That's
like
cool.
the Disney movies are so they're bad.
Yeah.
Like I thought Tangled was acceptable, and I think
Yeah.
I still liked the way I love the setting.
Uh-huh.
But man, the way you traverse the setting, like the story, the motivation behind everything is so rushed and bad.
Yeah,
Um,
even Entangled. Like when the scene where they're like on the gondola and Sora and then we're just watching, it's like,
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, I agree because like it looked beautiful, like
Yeah.
the land, like the paper land, it like looked gorgeous, and I'm like, wow, this game is so pretty.
Yeah.
They got rid of like the villain, Mother
Goose.
Mother
Yeah.
Goose. She's lame. Hardly any personality to her. They got rid of the two. I was telling Blake about this.
henchmen.
Yeah, they got rid of Flynn's henchmen
Yeah,
in the movie, which they play a critical role in like some parts.
Yeah.
And without them, I don't know how anything was accomplished. Like when Flynn's tied to the boat, like what did Mother Goose do that? Did Mother Goose knock out this old man? Or was it Marluxia? Was it like a nobody who was like, we're going to knock him out and then tie him to a boat and then send him going? Like, what do you... Also, weird scene where Marluxia just puts Sora to sleep in that scene.
That was weird.
Don't know why that happened.
Yeah.
Just, man, wouldn't it be crazy if in the final fight they're fighting and he's like, go to sleep. And then Sora's down.
It was so Sora couldn't interact with the Tangled store.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the problem with the Disney worlds. There's no reason why you're there.
Exactly.
As opposed to like the other games where like, oh, it's like you have to like
you're searching for Riku and Mickey.
Yeah.
And then you gotta like do the keyhole.
Yeah,
thing.
it was always like the Heartless are interrupting the Disney story, and Sora needs to stop them from interrupting the story.
You know what's rough about it is they keep talking, like their motivation is like, you have to obtain the power of waking.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so vague on what the power of waking is. Nobody even knows what it does.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you need it. You need it for the final fight.
Oh, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, and it's just like, what'll it do? Will it will it shoot a laser? Like, what will it do? And how do I get it? You just gotta go, dude.
Yeah.
Like, just go.
Yep.
The Hercules level made sense because he's like, I'm gonna go to Hercules
You mean
and
Kingdom
ask
Hearts
him.
2.9?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sora was like, oh, he's like a god.
Yeah.
You might know.
Yeah.
That's
He
legit,
lost
and
his powers before.
Yeah.
You know?
So, like, wow, character motivation. It
Yeah.
really makes a difference in a world. Because that world's awesome.
Yeah,
The
that
Hercules
was a good
world
one.
is great.
Mhm.
I'm pretty. I maybe I'm imagining this, but I'm pretty sure like there's one world where like, why are we here? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's like.
No, I think that is when you first
verbatims.
get there.
Probably Frozen.
It might be. Man, Frozen was the worst.
I'm cold.
I actually like that part because he's like, oh, I'm freezing. And then, like, Donald and Goofy are like, island boy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because I said this before, like, even when before I replayed it, Sora, Donald, and Goofy are at their best in this game.
I agree.
It's just like their chemistry together is really good. They're always like busting each other's balls and stuff.
Well,
and
they rag on Sora because he's stupid.
yeah.
They do that a lot.
Oh
like-
my god.
He's like, I don't get computers.
Dude, I was watching a video that, man, I wish I remembered. They were just talking about like reviewing of Kingdom Hearts, and they were like, yeah, Sora's a dumbass after Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, he's just an idiot.
I mean, he was uneducated from the age of 12.
Yeah, but like he was sassy in Kingdom Hearts 2, where he's
That's
just
true,
like,
yeah.
what, is your gang gonna like fight me? Like talking organization, like, what, come down, fight me, bros.
Yeah.
But in this one, he's like, huh? What?
He's Luffy in this game.
Yeah, he's Goku.
Yeah.
He's, I don't know, and Japan's got this weird thing now with country bumpkins.
Yeah, they like idiot main characters.
I don't get it, man.
Me either.
But he was a lot more likable before. Like, he
Yeah,
just,
I agree.
and it's very jarring when you have characters like Riku next to him who are like, hey, I've grown up, dude. Like, I know you were asleep for a year, but like, grow the fuck up, kid.
Yeah.
But anyway, ragging on this game really hard right now.
I got one more rag.
Okay. Yeah.
So y'all like Frozen's the worst, and it's not. They
Oh.
did poo dirty.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, that's
Shit,
true.
I am so upset. Kingdom Hearts 2 and even Kingdom Hearts 1, 100 Acre Wood to an extent. I loved it. My
Yeah,
favorite.
I agree.
It's my favorite.
Yep.
It's like they're like feel-good worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like they advertised 100 Acre Wood as one of the worlds.
Yeah.
They're like, here's one of the we spent time on this, maybe, as far as you know we did.
Yep.
And I've never been so disrespected.
And honestly, like, that's not a hyperbole.
Yeah.
Disrespected is the word that comes to mind when I went through Winnie the Pooh.
And
Yeah,
like
you play like what, 2 levels of Peggle and
Three.
then you're done? 3?
3 levels where you have to do
Skin Peggle.
You do
Yeah.
fruits, veggies, and flowers.
Yeah. Legit.
With Heffa,
Legit Peggle.
Gopher, and Tigger helping you.
Yeah. It's actually just Peggle.
it looks cool. Like the art style is like so
gorgeous. Why did they go? They put resources into making that world look great, like a storybook.
And you're in there for maybe 5 minutes.
They shouldn't have even bothered.
Nope.
They should have made Pooh a summon or something.
And they didn't even resolve the issue.
Nope.
Because they were like, Sora, you're gone from the cover. Like, Pooh forgot about you. Fuck, I gotta go in and like figure out what's wrong. And he goes in, and like Pooh's like, I'm sad when you're gone. And Sora's like, I'm never gone. He's like, yeah, but you are sometimes. He's like, oh, you're right.
Well,
Anyway.
bye.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're on the cover again.
There's no resolution. It was so stupid.
If we see Pooh again and I hope we do. They just better do him justice because that was so stupid.
Yeah.
That was
Agreed.
so
Man,
stupid.
yeah,
Agreed.
it makes me angry just thinking about that, dude.
Yeah.
Rough.
I forget he exists. I forget
That's how
he's
bad
not,
it is.
I forget he's in that
But
game.
we got Heffa or Lumpy, whatever
Isn't
his
he
name is.
like the antagonist.
No, it's like a racism thing,
Oh,
man. They're
no.
like, we hate Heffalumps.
Yeah,
And then he
that's
comes
true.
in like, I'm a Heffalump. Like, you're not so bad. Maybe we'll like everybody.
But no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hate Lumpy, whatever his name is. So,
Wait,
right.
isn't Eeyore not there? There's one of the main cast that's just not
Owl
there.
and Eeyore, I don't think they're there.
Yeah.
Eeyore killed
I think you're
himself.
right.
Yeah. The owl is like burying him somewhere or something. Whatever. But Rue's there.
Great.
How would you rate this Kingdom Hearts compared to the other two? The other two mainline
That's
games.
not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I'm
Don't
just
do
saying.
me dirty, dude.
Alright,
Like
well-
trying to take nostalgia out of it. How would
give
you
it-
stack this up?
3 crap, never mind. What are the stupid tower darkness that you have to fight like heartless that you have to fight like 8 times?
Oh, the Pillar of Darkness, whatever.
What
the
is
hell
it called?
What?
You know the shadows, or they form like a pillar and you fight them
Oh,
in a boss
oh, yeah,
fight like
that
8
sucked.
times.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they just take the boss fight from the Aqua game.
Yeah, 2.8.
2.8, and they throw it into Twilight Town where they didn't like test it.
No,
because
he's just
they're
clipping through
clipping
everything.
buildings and shit.
Come on,
that's the worst
guy.
fight in the game.
Come on, guy.
Like they should have just like made you like go into like the sky or something and then fight him.
Yeah.
Because that arena was not made for that boss.
Nope,
Rough fight.
not at all.
They
Rough
just
fight.
did the geometry for that guy. I was like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
let's do it.
How does it compare to the other ones?
Yeah,
Are you talking mainline? That
Yeah,
you're talking
1 and
1 and 2?
yeah, 1,
It's-
2, and 3.
It's the weakest.
You think so?
Let's be real. Come on. It's like 3-1-2 for like worst to best. 3-1-2.
I might agree with you.
I
So-
switch between 2 and 1 all the time for different reasons.
Yeah.
But I can admit that right now I can say 3-1-2.
So was because you were like a little sour on Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yeah.
and then when you replayed it, do you like it better now than you did?
Yeah, I'll say now. My replay of Kingdom Hearts 3 was much more enjoyable now that I could read more into the story and like digest it a bit better. And also, I think what really made this game for me was I'm a sucker. Like I'm a huge sucker for like love stories.
Mm-hmm.
And Kairi and Sora with the Remind DLC and everything together, I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I want these characters, like when they're sharing the Palpo fruit before, like I want it to happen so bad. I am so invested. Maybe it's because, you know, I played the first Kingdom Hearts when it came out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And I mean, I do have that rose tinted, but I've like known these characters forever. And it's like seeing your friends, like your best friends get married, like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and it's like a really happy occasion. I really want it to happen and I want nothing but the best. Then it gets ripped away from you. But
Yeah.
regardless, like seeing them together and all that, and it's so nice.
When they were eating the ice cream on top of the clock tower.
Oh,
and I was like,
my God, dude.
I was like, they got it.
Yep.
They did it.
They're in.
So I'm gonna make you sad. Kingdom Hearts 4, it's gonna end. They're gonna be reunited. They're gonna kiss.
Stop.
Right before the kiss,
Please.
Kyrie turns to like dust or something.
Stop.
No,
No.
I think it's gonna end with them reuniting in like the heaven place because they're both gonna be dead.
So
That'd be
keep
sad.
in mind and remind,
But beautiful.
Kyrie's asleep for a year.
Oh yeah, she's
She
asleep.
put herself to sleep.
Wait, when?
In Limit Cut, they just
Yeah.
mention it. They're like, Riku's
The
like, we're
science
looking for
boys are
Sora.
looking in her
Oh,
eyes.
that's right.
Kyrie thinks that Sora's in her heart, so she's like, I'm gonna, put me to sleep and like study.
Isn't
me.
someone else asleep too? Nominee? Isn't
No, she
asleep?
woke up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everyone's asleep.
I'm sick
Yeah.
of sleeping, guys.
I got bed sores. But to answer your question, I mean, yes, I liked my second playthrough a lot more. The story sat better with me.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay was still relatively fun.
How many times did it take you to beat the Avalanche minigame?
Just one.
It took me like 8 tries.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what
Wait,
happened,
what
dude. You
Avalanche
had a rough
minigame?
time.
It
When
froze.
you're running away from the avalanche.
I just
Oh.
kept dying.
I almost died. I got really close, but I made it.
I had to look up like 3 videos, like 3 separate people playing it. I was like, is there a trick? Am I just not hitting a button or something?
Yeah, I didn't have any trouble with like any. The game's relatively easy.
Yep.
But like, I don't think you have enough time for me to say everything I want to say.
I had a similar yet different experience than you replaying the game.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it more while I was able to skip all the cutscenes.
Wow. Big
Because
move.
not saying that I don't like the story of Kingdom Hearts, but a lot of the cutscenes in the Disney worlds are just too much to go through again. So I just skipped them all.
Important.
Yeah. I was enjoying the gameplay. I didn't use the attractions because they're garbage.
Yeah.
And I just enjoyed.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
the one they
yeah.
like, pew, 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 pew.
Yeah,
Hate that.
Happens too
And
much.
then you can't cancel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just stuck in
The
it.
attractions are very bad.
Also, the Ultima
unfortunately.
weapon is exactly what I wanted from this game. It gives you Ultima form. It lets you float around and look cool.
Dude,
you
it
get
looks
tons of
awesome.
keyblades.
You get like a sword. when
Yeah.
you really it's so
It's
freaking cool.
exactly what I wanted because I missed the form changes of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
I know in you can dual wield the Oathkeeper in Oblivion.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
both of them equipped and then to go into the form you do.
That's
wield.
sick.
Yeah.
I liked. I still think the pirate keyblade was my favorite
Yeah?
because of the.
Oh
'cause you're a
yeah, I
dragon.
used
Yeah.
that during the.
Me too.
the
That was
DLC.
like at the end of the game. I exclusively used that.
That's what I used until I got Ultima.
yeah.
Mhm.
Good keyblade.
So, let's quickly pivot back to David's question,
question.
which I interrupted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you
Um,
think?
So in terms of all right, so Kingdom Hearts 1 clunky. It's very clunky.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Um,
dated.
So in terms of gameplay, Kingdom Hearts 3 is definitely I feel a lot better than Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Sure.
But like I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 1 classic in terms of story.
Mhm.
You know, sets
Yes.
everything up.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a charm in one that the other two have yet to that they couldn't really capture again.
Yeah.
There's this whimsy and wonder to it.
It's the Disney charm.
yeah.
Like when you see
Mhm.
all the Disney villains around that like round table,
Yeah.
like they're all laughing, like all the voice acting is so good. It's like that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you see all the princesses all captured. It's like this feels like a
and
Disney
it
game.
also allowed the Disney characters some freedom where like
Yeah.
Beast is in Hollow Bastion
Yeah.
and Maleficent is running around doing stuff. Like you got that with Pete in two, but there is this freedom that where you don't really know what to expect from all the worlds,
Mhm.
whereas in 2 and 3 like, you know what the formula is now.
Yeah.
No.
And in 3, the Disney villains barely exist. Like the
Ever.
Pete
Yeah.
and Maleficent did nothing.
yeah.
Nothing!
They're
really
there
rough.
for a cutscene or two, and then the other Disney villains are no
Mother
one.
Goose who doesn't do anything.
No one.
You don't even get to see. You get to see the back of the Frozen villain.
Yeah.
Hans.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember the other.
I forgot that even
And
happened.
then you face a werewolf.
Yeah, then you face an ice wolf.
Yeah.
that has a really badass scene. But
It's like they just couldn't get the copyright for any Disney villain.
Nope.
I don't know, dude. But you're saying so. Yep. Kingdom Hearts 1.
Well, 2 obviously, you know, is the top.
It's God
It's
tier.
the
That
standard
game
bear.
is God tier, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Like
is.
when you go like, and we're including final mix versions of all
Yeah.
these. You know, like, ooh, Kingdom Hearts 2 has got a lot
And that's
going for it.
it's
does.
like even if you take the rose tinted goggles off, it's like it's just a superior game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it has the Disney
Down.
villains. It has the organization. It has
Final Fantasy rep.
Final Fantasy rep. It has the Valor form and Wisdom form and all those cool things.
All the
going on.
limit breaks or
Yeah.
limit stuff with all the
Sora gets
heroes.
punched in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get wrecked
Goofy
by
dies.
Goofy died.
Mickey Mouse kicks ass.
Uh-huh. It's just like
it's a great
The
game.
villains are strong.
Yeah,
just can't beat it.
It's true.
I don't know, I think 3 and 1 are kind of in like the subspace, kind of neck and neck for me.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But
The thing
2,
is, like, what is the
No.
worst part of 1? Wonderland?
At this point,
I love Wonderland myself.
at this point, I think it just is some of the things haven't aged well. The
Yeah.
pacing is like a little slow for
Platforming?
like
Sure.
Yeah,
but
some of
what's
the
the worst
platforming.
of
Tarzan?
3? Let it go. Let
Yeah.
it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
The worst of 3 is that Sora doesn't matter most of the time.
Wow.
Mm.
That's a big oof, dude.
Yeah.
I think he matters a little too much.
Really? I think
3?
in the Disney worlds he doesn't matter.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is most of
I
the
agree.
game.
Yeah, that I agree on.
That's like 80% of the game.
That's fair.
Oh, going
Fair assessment.
going back to really quick to the Aqua thing. So in my replay of it, I kind of understood why Aqua got her ass kicked, but I still don't agree that it should have happened because like when she goes into the fight, Sora makes a point of saying like, Aqua, you're like you haven't like slept in 10 years. Like you cool with this? Like
Oh, yeah.
you are definitely not at full power. And
Yeah.
but then she's like, no, this is my fight, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I like that they have that detail of like she isn't at full power. That's why she lost. But also, Why did she even put herself? She's smarter than that.
Yeah.
She didn't need to put herself in that situation.
Also, I forgot it happened until I played Remind. But remember in the really awesome part where there's like Terra Xehanort and then everyone's facing him and he's like whooping everyone's ass.
Yeah.
And then the armor comes in. And then they go off and fight for a second and then the armor's gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't come back.
Yeah, and then you actually see that.
You see it in Remind. But in the base game, I was like, wait, where'd the armor go?
Yeah, I forgot too.
Yeah.
Like in the hype of the moment, I forgot that they legit just made a character disappear.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they explained that.
Yeah,
me too.
Also, they added a thing where after you beat Vanitas, he like, so there's this thing in the mobile game zone, right?
Yeah.
And apparently, like, there's a Moida, right?
Yeah, that's what
like darkness kills somebody, and it's implied by what Vanitas says is that he's darkness. And like,
but
he murdered somebody.
But there's so much.
AKA Ven killed somebody.
Yeah.
And
but like, there's speculation that it is in the mobile game because there's a really good series online that explains the mobile game plot.
Oh, really?
It's very good video. And I watched it all just in prep. And dude, fuck them. That like this game has so much important story stuff that like no wonder why I was like, what? Who's in Kingdom Hearts
Who's
3?
That? The blind guy.
Like half of Kingdom Hearts plot is in the mobile game.
Yeah.
It's so
stupid.
dumb.
Especially since it's such a bad game.
It's really bad.
I've never played it.
It's bad.
Stupid. It's
rough.
rough.
Isn't it like kind of a gacha game? Kind of.
It has gotcha elements. Yeah.
Gulp.
You put like emblems in your Keyblade, and they have star ratings, and they have certain stats depending on what character emblem they are.
Yeah. So just legit, just
the
watch a story recap
Yeah.
because it's important.
Yeah, that was a terrible move on their part.
Yeah, very bad.
Even though, who knows, the gacha game is probably really popular in Japan.
Bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that game's almost done though.
Whatever.
I think they have one more big update and then
rip.
I wonder what that's going to be, because the next big update, they're probably going to add story stuff that takes place after the Remind.
So they just added like a story bit. So you know,
oh yeah,
I've seen on Twitter. So like the room where like Maleficent had all like the
Princesses of Heart.
Princesses, and there was like that weird machine where you're like, wow, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
It shows up in the mobile game.
Well, it specifically, you know, in Kingdom Hearts 1 where you go through the end of the world and you go through every Disney world again, there's one part where you go into Hollow Bastion, and it's just a hallway and then a room.
Yeah.
And in that room is this weird machine.
And it has like a wall of text when you click on it. It's like,
that is in the mobile game.
It's important.
Yeah, like Maleficent is working with darkness. And like they go into the room and like they're talking about time travel and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Shit lit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because that game is confusing too, because like everything's a data world.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kingdom Hearts was Pangea at one point. And,
Kingdom Hearts, is it just the Matrix at this point?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It makes no sense.
It's weird, man. But I don't know if you said your 3, 1, 2, or 3. Like, what's the order? From worst to best.
I guess it's the same as yours, 3, 1, 2. Just because, like, 1 holds a special place in my heart, where 3 doesn't yet.
Take those goggles off.
Yeah, I can't.
View it objectively.
But where does Recoded fall?
Shut your mouth.
Do you think one day they're gonna actually remake
I hope
Recoded
not.
in 358 over 2? I think they should.
No, they're done with those.
But they can do the multiplayer.
Nah, they're done with those.
Yeah, I think
that would be great.
I think that new pack that they're coming out with every game is like that's the last they're gonna do of this.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Kingdom Hearts 4
I
comes
saw
out.
that Nomura was like, yeah, we didn't do 358 over 2 and Recoded just because we didn't have time.
Yeah.
Let's be
Maybe
real.
if we have time, maybe one day.
Let's be real. Kingdom Hearts 4 is definitely not the next game to come out.
I think they
the
even
mobile
said
game.
it's going to be something.
Yeah, no.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is not going to come out until no one even knows what Kingdom Hearts is anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 is done now. It's over.
It's over.
It's over. Put a bullet in it. It's dead. It's done. We're on our way to bigger and maybe better things.
Xehanort Dark Road.
Do you think people were so hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3 because Kingdom Hearts 2 was so good, and now that Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't, people aren't going to be as hyped for 4?
Well, that's tough, right? Did the momentum train stop with Kingdom Hearts 3 now?
I don't think. I don't think it did.
I don't think Kingdom Hearts is ever going to build up that
It's
hype
an enigma.
that 3 made.
Oh yeah, because
You know,
it was like, it's we waited like 15 years for a sequel, which isn't true.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the perception of people that don't pay attention to the franchise,
Yeah.
It's like 2 came out in 2006 and this game's coming out in 2019. What the heck?
They've been working on it for 12 years straight.
And I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2
No
was
breaks.
it was such a good iconic game for people around our age that were like in high school or just getting out of high school playing this game. Like, this is the best game ever.
Yep.
And it was really unique for what it was. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is the refined formula of this franchise that is so unique and interesting. And also, it was coming off of the trail of Chain of Memories, which did not receive the best criticism.
I played that game on a plane.
Wow.
I love Chain of Memories. Like, fight me on that. I love Chain of Memories. So, yeah, I mean, are you guys, after playing Kingdom Hearts 3, are you excited for what the franchise holds in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am, even if it's only just to see how wacky it gets.
Yeah. Please. Well, all right, what are you hoping from the future of Kingdom Hearts right now? What are you hoping
They
for?
redeem themselves in terms of Winnie the Pooh.
Well, better Winnie the Pooh, all right?
That's all I want.
If they have to stick with Disney, which they do because it's Kingdom Hearts, I just hope for better Disney Square Enix collaborations.
Yeah, I agree. Personally,
there's
I'm
no
hoping
point of including a world if you can't
do anything with
do
it.
anything with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I hope. I would love if they just kicked out Disney, but
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts would be very strange if you play as Sora and you don't have Donald and Goofy.
Crossover, yeah, that's true. I wouldn't mind if they like crossed over with something else, but like because like Kingdom Hearts is all about
Horror
crossovers.
movies.
Yes.
But Donald and Goofy are so ingrained in it that like they would need to at
And
least
their
keep
friendship is such a big part. But I
Yeah.
mean, you could chalk it up to like the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 was very much a send off of some sort.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, it was a wrap up and a send off for these characters. Now we're moving into something different, and what does that mean?
What if they wrap up the Sora arc, quote unquote, and now the Yazor is the main
I
character?
don't want to play as Yazora. He's
You
just
don't
an
like Dylan
emo little
Sprouse?
idiot.
But what if he grows
I
into
don't-
a man?
He's not.
Then he just knocked it.
Yeah, but he is just Noctis.
I don't want that, dude. Like the way he talks and everything. Like great work from Mr. Sprouse, but like he's just an emo kid.
Yeah.
I thought we were past this, Square Enix. I thought we were past this.
Nope.
They're remaking Final Fantasy VII. Of course they're not past it.
Done. I don't want emo little idiot Yazora. What kind of name is that?
It's Yo Sora.
Yeah. Yo, Sora!
Hey, Yazora. Thank you for watching our Kingdom Hearts 3 1 year later review. If you liked what you hear, take a look at our other links. We have a link tree.
We have a link tree now.
We have a tree of
Yep.
links.
But I will say everything anyway. We got a Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch,
Discord.
RSS feed, Discord, Instagram. All of that.
Everything.
Lit up keeptappinx.
On anything.
No G.
Look it up on your Google Home. Look it up on your Alexa.
We hope you enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3 for what it was. If
Yeah.
you enjoyed it and you're like, I disagree with you little idiots, like that's cool. Have
Comment
fun.
about it.
Have fun. Yeah, tell
I
us we're
hate
little
you.
idiots in the comments.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. Is there anything else you two want to say before we go?
Hashtag justice for poo.
Justice for Pooh.
Justice for Pooh.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.
Wait. I started recording again. Real quick.
What?
Real quick. Face My Fears. Banging song. Beginning to end. Love it. Great song. Ghost Relics.